down. If you don't have the correct answers, fix them as we go through them. So on 24, it charted the growth of his puppy for several weeks and plotted the values on a graph. We need to draw a line that passes through the points 2, 4, and 10, 20. Okay, the reason why they want us to draw a line is if you look at this plot that they have, did those dots follow a linear pattern? If I was to draw a line that included all of those points, would it be a straight line? No. Okay, if I drew a line that... Why isn't this working? Oh, thank you guys. Okay, so if I drew a line that included all of those points, it would be a curved line, which is not linear. Okay, so 2, 4 would be right here, and 10, 20 would be right here. So if you drew a straight line that included those, you should have a line that looks like that. Okay, we need to figure out what the slope of the line was. What does this slope represent? Okay, so first of all, we learned an equation yesterday. What was the equation?
X1.
Nope.
Wait, Y2 minus Y1.
Y2 minus
X1.
Y1 over X2 minus X1. Okay, let's say that this is X1, which means this is Y1. This is X2, which means this is Y2. So what's my Y2?
20.
Minus Y1
4.
over
10 minus
10 minus 2. 20 minus 4 is
16.
over,
8.
which is what?
2.
2. 16 divided by 8 is 2. Okay, so 2 what?
Weeks.
No. 2 pounds per.
So weeks.
So 2 pounds per 1 week. Okay, so that's what the average weight of the puppy was, is 2 pounds per week. Get online. All right, number 25. The wait time to ride the Thunderboat is 30 minutes when 100 people are in line. Write and solve a proportion to find the wait time when 240 people are in line. Okay, so what did you do for this one? Okay, what's this proportion? Proportion is a what? Fraction? Proportion is a fraction, okay? So if I set up a fraction, if I said, do you usually say 30 minutes per people or 180 people per 30 minutes?
The second one.
The second one sounds better. So what would I put on top?
180.
180 per how many minutes?
30.
30. So I have people on top. I have minutes on bottom. I want to figure out if I had 240 people in line, would that go on top or on bottom? On top, because if I have people on top here, I have to have people on top here. So 240 people. Do we know how many minutes? So that's our X. We could do the butterfly method. 30 times 240, which is what?
6.
Nope. Times. Nope. What's 3 times 24? 72, and then add 2 zeros, is equal to, if I multiply the other ones, I've had 180x. To solve for x, I would divide. So what do you get when you take 7,200 divided by 180? 40. What? 40, and what would I label it? Minutes.
I got lost in minutes.
So I multiplied those two, and you set that equal to the multiplication of the other two, which is 180x, right?
Oh.
So then to solve for x, you would divide. Okay? Questions on that? And it kind of makes sense because if I have more people, it's going to take more time to get through the line, right? Okay? So number 26 through 31, you were kind of supposed to solve the same way. Michaela asked me, so I would have solved by taking 5 times 35 and then dividing by 7. Michaela said, well, can't I just figure out what do you multiply 7 by to get 35 and take that same number and multiply it up top? Does that work too? Yeah. So 7 times what gives you 35?
8.
5.
5.
So then 5 times 5 is,
25.
so 8 equals,
25.
if you use the butterfly method, did you get the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dalton, what'd you get for 27? 15, do we agree?
Yeah.
I don't have the answers in front of me, so I'll take your word for it. So 15 equals P. Okay, what about 28, Bailey? 63, do we agree? What'd you get for 29, Jack? Oh. You want to use calculator quick to find it?
Oh, I just did 7.
What'd you get, Jack? 255, do we agree?
Divided by 17.
Okay, so divide that by 34. You can use a calculator on this. 7.5, so 7 and 5/10. Sean, what'd you get for 30? Do it, please then. Multiply these two. Divide by, well, I just told you how to do it. Well, I just told you. So take 10 times 35 and then divide by -7. See what you get. -50, do we agree? So then use a calculator, Sean.
10 times 35.
10 times 3, sorry, 10 times 3 and 5 times.
So it's
So 10 times 3 and 5 times is what? -5. I agree. 31, what'd you get, Michaela? Negative what?
60.
Do we agree with that one?
Yeah.
Perfect. Questions on these?
Wait, what's that?
-60. I just watched you write it down. Questions?